and Isa Isa, Divine Mother of Creation, and Ascended Master Chung Fu. The title of this live transmission: Rise Up and Stay Strong. So just welcoming you as we go deep with Isa Isa, Sally and Chung Fu, to give this video a like, to leave a few comments, to give it a little share to your loved ones, friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love you to help our channel by subscribing today and help these messages go far and wide. So we're going to do some Q&A at the end. We normally do. We go deep with a teaching meditation combination, with Q&A after that, finishing with a short meditation at the end. So come and join with us and add your beautiful powers, your healing energies, your heart energies, because we are co-creating this temple together. And Tuesday at 5 p.m. is our new live stream time. So come and join us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. UK time. And we hope this serves you. And just to say, if you haven't yet enjoyed any of Chung Fu's meditation practices, you can get those at www.deepsoulconnection.org, where we have lots of meditations. And every month we do deep dive live streams that are over 2.5 hours long. Deep meditation, so do join us on those as well, and you can sign up to our newsletter at www.deepsoulconnection.org, and we have lots of courses as well by Chung Fu. So thank you for joining us today, and we thank you for all of your support for this channel and for the growth of our social platforms, and we keep using them to spread the light, spread the love, and spread these beautiful gifts and transmissions from Spirit. Blessings and love to you all.
My beautiful children, I see you. I see you here. And I see you all over the world. At this time, my beloved children, I am coming forward inside each and every one who calls to me. I have many faces, many names, my beloved children, many forms and many appearances, in many times, in many places. I am everywhere and nowhere. For I am not made of foam, my beloveds, but of the light that emanates from the heart of my love. Within you, I am the flowing breath of life. I am the deep red blood that flows in your veins, woman and man, girl and boy, and in every creature, and in those who are rock and stone and crystal, in every mountain, in every valley, in every plant, in every flower, in every tree am I, in every blade of grass, every grain of sand. You are my presence, my beloved children. Though at times you forget, but when you forget, you also feel the lack and the loss and the separation and the pain and the trauma and the fear. Yet with me inside, when you remember, when you call me, only love, my beloved, can radiate in your heart. And love, my beloved, embraces all that is, dissolves the fear, and heals the pain, and fills the places of emptiness, of absence, with my presence. Oh, my beloved children, feel the joy. Understand who you truly are. Vessels of light, of love, of beauty, of truth and peace, of harmony. Vessels that can join together to make a greatness, a oneness. Oh, my beloved, know the light of your soul that shines in many colors, that flows and brings your qualities to shine, and brings your love to share. Oh, my beloved, at this time, I am chasing the darkness through the shadows as I shine my light and call you back to remember the truth of who you are. For you are born of my essence, and I am within you, the eternal essence that never dies. Sing for me, my beloved. Dance for me. And I love for you. And I pour my light for you. That in all these forms you may bring me out. That in every unique cell of every body here upon the earth, I may bring my light and restore here upon the earth the fullness of my creation. I love you, my beloved children, and I bless you. I hold you in my heart. Yes. So, greetings, dear ones. Welcome, welcome. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.
May the living spirit that is within all things come forward and bring within your mind positive thought, clarity of perception. Breathe your higher self presence into your mind that it may bring you resilience, personal power, deep soul connection, compassion and courage, confidence, faith in yourself, love and joy, the purity of your inner child. And bring to your body strength and stamina, well-being and strong immunity, the deep sense of the abundance, gratitude for the abundance in your life, of everywhere that you can find it, in the smallest to the greatest way, giving thanks. for every experience. Understanding your soul wants you to have every experience possible. Every experience that leads you towards deep understanding that is beyond the mind, beyond duality. So for all who gather here now and at a later date, I draw you in to your heart to feel the strength that is within you. Perhaps you have been doing a lot of spiritual practice and you really do feel strong inside, for that is the only way to bring your attention to the inside. You can only strengthen that upon which your mind is focused and your heart is present within. Where does strength of the mind and the heart come from? From your higher self. From the living spirit that is completely at one with you and through whom you are connected to all that is. This living spirit. You can say this is God, Goddess, the living essence of life, the source of all strength, all love, all peace, all truth, all deep knowing, all wisdom. Isn't it extraordinary that you have total access to God, Goddess, to the source of all love and light? It's like having access to all that is. Imagine that. If in the world you need something, that's right, in the light world it is there. And you are the magician that can translate it. For all that is everywhere, is all around you. And you are born with this task of bringing it into the physical. Just as you brought your body into the physical, you created you with the help of the divine. Your mother, the divine. Your father, the divine. Earth, matter, substance, the divine. You are the divine incarnate. The amount to which you can identify in that way depends on many factors. Yet deep within you, I am sure you can hear what I say and understand it in essence. For that part of you that is the living spirit can hear the living spirit of Chong Fu. Mind to mind, you can hear me. You know that part of yourself that interfaces with Chong Fu, the inner truth of your being. And once you have resonated and aligned with that inner truth within you, everything I say, you think, oh, I know that. Oh, yes, I agree. Yes, that's right. Oh, I knew that already. Because you are here on earth manifesting yourself. This is not all of you. There is more of you. You are a multi-dimensional being, like Chong Fu, like all beings. In many senses, you have come down through the levels to appear here upon the earth. You have countless powers, colors, and literally personalities or essences that are manifest at those high or deep levels of your being. So when I say to you, rise up and stay strong, that is all I have to say. Because as soon as you rise up into the essence of your being, you are strong. You are made of sheer spiritual strength and power called love. The strongest power there is. Everything you do, think about it. It is all aimed towards love. Everything you buy, everything you create, you do it so that there is more love. Sometimes you get tied up on the way, I can't afford it, I want to do this, but I can't do it. I don't have something I need. And that is your evolutionary work. To actually understand what it is that you need in order to be the fullness, the full presence of you, in your strength, in your truth, in the beauty of the light that is the love essence of you. Sometimes when you hear stay strong, you think perhaps of soldiers and armies and athletes and weightlifters and people strong in that physical sense. That's good, yes. That's a step on the way to understand the power that is strength. Now come inside. Bring all that physical power and translate it into emotional power, certainty, faith, deep knowing, confidence, faith in yourself. And ask yourself, well, where are the gaps or the insufficiencies or the woundings? Where is the strength absent first? Because I'm sure all of you on here have places where you are very strong, very confident. And you will also all have places where you have to be vigilant, to look after yourself. That's vigilance. When you look after, you watch over. See, a vigil, it is a watching over. Vigilance is noticing what you need on the inside. To be strong means to know that you are connected to the divine, that you have powerful beings around you. This involves some opening of your heart and willingness to both feel, sense, and also to imagine. Imagination has a huge part to play in the subject of today of rising up, which is about your attention, lifting up your attention, your ability to look in and staying strong. Which means you have to focus your energy just as you do if you decide I'm going to make this muscle strong. So I'm going to exercise it super much, super fast. I'm going to get it really strong and do it a lot. Eventually, I got a big biceps. The same goes for your heart. Monitoring your confidence, monitoring how you feel inside you, bringing your attention to strengthen your faith, your courage, your confidence in you. It has to be done. It's done by addressing the unconscious. Sometimes we call the unconscious the inner child, or the vulnerable yin part of your being, the receptive. But what matters is that you bring your attention and you talk to that part of yourself. It's bringing a mantra and concepts that you know by observation you need to place in the very fundament of your mind, because your strength is led by your mind. You are as strong literally as you think you are. That is how athletes build their strength. They say all kinds of things to themselves. I'm the strongest woman, man ever. I'm the, whatever it is, I'm the fastest runner ever. They have to say that. They have to really stimulate the connection between the will and the automatic, the muscles, the functional muscles which carry out the will, which are trained to operate exactly at a particular moment when they have to perform at that height of their strength and their power. So I say to you, if you wish to be very strong spiritually, emotionally, mentally, it's something you have to create. And I don't mean that a lot of you aren't strong. Of course you are. But many of you who I've worked with, we've had to come through layers and layers of doubts and fears of all that has risen up within and then has been turned to strength. For the more you see of yourself, the more confident you are when you realize that basically you're a wonderful and good and loving soul, and that the problems are all stored within you from past events, so-called, that you still carry in the present. And once you understand the reason for that is that when you penetrate deeply into the blockages caused by the pain and the suffering that you have sustained, when you look into it, you realize it is an incredible resource within you. That even the pain, the suffering, the loss, the lack, the grief, the anger, they're all resources to strengthen you ultimately, if you understand how to work with them. There is literally nothing in your life, even the worst of events, that can prevent you from growing, getting stronger, so long as you understand how to work with all the different permutations that your soul brings to you. Permutations and possibilities of evolution, of growing stronger. Getting to know the cracks and crevices through which toxic concepts, toxic projections can penetrate and steal some of your light. Getting to know when you give away your power, when you allow others to influence you who do you no good, who lead you in that sense away from the center of your being. As you understand yourself more and more, you realize, oh yes, I gotta roll my sleeves up and get in and get down and get inside these feelings, because only from inside my being can I actually influence myself to change. And you have a culture that is bent on pulling you out, distracting you, getting you to give your attention over here, telling you it's better to give all your attention over here. That's much more selfless. You shouldn't really be thinking about yourself. But you see, unless you know yourself really well, you can't know anybody. Unless you are able to heal your own blocks and clear them, you can't really help anybody. You can have a temporary result, but everything will revert afterwards back to what it was before. There are so many kinds of strength, are there not? Feel inside yourself, you have strengths, every single one of you. And then you have so-called weaknesses. And this is language that is developed, that sees the part of you that in association with the essence of you is relatively weak. But that word can mean, again, a vast gamut of definitions of what weak might be. So as you feel inside yourself, you will probably get an instant answer as to where can you best apply your attention to build strength in your being. Just breathe for a moment and feel, humbly owning where you need to work on yourself. It's a bit like seeing a garden. It's planted absolutely everywhere. It's flourishing and beautiful. But there's a corner which it is not to your liking. It needs attention. It may be still quite beautiful, but for you it does not. It's somehow separate from the whole. It's kind of over here, and you've hidden it a bit. And the parts of yourself that don't quite come up to standard, your standard, that don't quite align with the rest of you, that's where you need to put your attention. And it's so interesting because I say to you, put your attention in that sense to something that is not quite how you want it, which might seem negative, but the thing is, that's right. The negative is there to awaken you to the positive. Pain is there so that you understand what pleasure is. Every time that you depart from loving behavior, kindness and compassion, it's actually very uncomfortable because you are the divine being emanating from the source of love, and any other behavior is extremely awkward and uncomfortable. But if you have enough humility and your heart is open enough, you can see straight away where the weaknesses are, where the pain is, where the sense of lack, loss, separation, fear is. And as with all of my teachings, that is where you begin, with understanding that you are the creation from the very source of your being, from the divine. Your life is designed perfectly, even though at present you might think, well, really, it's very random and it's very massive, and I don't really feel in any way attuned to some of what is happening at this present time. Ah, yes. But in fact, if you look and you analyze what has been happening, you who do the spiritual work, you who are aware, awake, you do rise up. You don't always feel strong. You don't always rise up to your full height, but you know that this is the truth, that you are being tested to see if you can rise up in the midst of the darkness. That is the test. You have been given so much light. It has been radiated into you from the solar lords and deities for a long time now. And each one in your own way, you have been bringing it in, that light, that supreme divine presence. So as you feel the places where you could say the energy has run out of those places, they are empty, they are vacant, they are deficiting in energy. Feel your breath coming in and out. Fairly slowly. Breathe into those places. Might be 1, might be 2 or 3. And around you are many beings. And when you decide to rise up, they all rise up with you. And they, of course, bring you strengths. All kind of strengths and qualities come from your allies in the web of life, of which you are a part. And in this inner strength making, your imagination is hugely important. In fact, this is an exercise for your imagination. And in truth, all of your spiritual work, in order to be powerful, penetrative, and long-lasting, emanates laser beams from your third eye. Laser beams of light, of intention, of will. When you make a decision, you decide, right, I'm going to lift myself up every day. I'm going to live at that level of truth, of power, of love. When you do that, you bring along many, many beings with you, and you actually manufacture an energy in the etheric that has never been there before. Everything that you imagine is completely fresh, new, pure energy from the source, and it is taken into the places of stuckness, where there has been a kind of stasis, maybe even a paralysis, like a rabbit caught in the headlights, not knowing where to go. And it is only by focusing yourself on the inside that you release the part that's trapped to come forward. To grow in the etheric domain, a greater body of light. So, imagine this strength within you. Imagine. Think of such myths and legends as Atlas holding up the world on his shoulders. Just imagine. In actual fact, sometimes you feel just like that. But now just bring your imagination back to that and think to yourself, well, actually my shoulders are really strong. Feel inside into your shoulders, literally, because this strength, it does depend on you lifting yourself up. And imagine, what does that mean? Be quite graphic about it to begin with. Imagine you are coming as the great higher self you, strong, both masculine and feminine strengths within you, and you come and you just practice for a moment, lifting up the little woman, man that you are, almost, just as though you might reach down and pick up a doll off the floor. Oh, that was easy. Lift myself up. Oh, yes, that's easy. How light and easy it is from your higher self's point of view. When the higher self is in, How easy it is to lift up the human spirit who waits for this presence, this beneficent, beautiful, loving presence that is your divine self. Feel that human self looking up and look down smiling. And more or less tell your human self, yes, I do have the power of Atlas. It's easy. I can just lift you up. Take a big breath and once again feel yourself scooping up that beautiful human being and lifting him or her up. Feel the vast, giant presence of your being behind that human being. I am the power of the universe. I am the presence divine, supporting, holding, loving, protecting, and lifting up my beautiful human self who I love and who the divine beings love through me. And feeling that strength of your emotional and mental body, open up and think of the kinds of mantras, affirmations, thought forms that you need to maintain that strength of mind, of heart, of body, of presence. Remember the power of your mind in the creation of this inner power. The power of your mind, the power of thinking. Understanding that if I flex a muscle and then and I'm holding something and I stop flexing it, I drop the thing. Similarly, if my mind is lifting up my human person and it's full of faith and courage and it's lifting and lifting and that faith is vibrating and then suddenly a really negative thought comes in, it's all going to drop. The power of the mind is supreme so long as it is powered by the Spirit. And here it is. To bring your love and pay attention, especially to where you don't feel strong. And you come in with that strong imagination, imagining you are indeed Hercules, Atlas, these mythical, powerful beings, because they are in the unconscious. They are archetypes that dwell also within you. And so feel the presence of sheer strength and power within you, as though you might blow up a balloon and feel yourself full of power and energy. And if that energy was, if you like, on the end of a hose or some transmission device, you could pump it into your human self. And feel yourself expanded, knowing that you are a creator. You just created yourself to be stronger. And every time you come in and with your decision, with your will, you enter into the life processes and you bring more energy, more power, more love to them. You also find that pathways open up so that these bigger, brighter, stronger, more noble aspects of your being can move through the worlds of light. So just come back to your human self and feel as though you are indeed bringing strength back to your body as you return. You are pulling in aspects that you just expanded, and feel that expansion and contraction with your breath. Expansion. Contraction. When you fill up with air, your light body and your physical body and your emotional body are expanded, and when you let the air go, feel how that vast energetic balloon of power of your being contracts. And understand that you have everything you need in your physical, emotional, mental bodies in order to sustain a strength. Because this strength that I am talking about can be sustained. So feel inside yourself. How strong are you feeling today? Sometimes I have called you rainbow warriors of the light, or just warriors of the light, light workers. When you pay a lot of attention within, it is incremental. You become stronger and stronger and more vibrant every day, because when you create that strength, of course, it has to go through a process in a sense of arriving, and then it gets tested, and then the next day comes and it is tested again. And so it is about durability, endurance. It is about building day on day on day, hour on hour on hour. You know, the tree doesn't suddenly think, oh, you know what? I don't want to be an oak tree, actually. It can't throw itself away once it's begun. It's day on day on day that the oak tree gets stronger and stronger. And you too. You are here with all of you. So don't stop. Don't change your mind. Oh, actually, I'll just give up growing. No. Keep going. Keep being strong. Keep rising up inside yourself every day. Keep remembering who you are. Because you are very, very important people who are holding the light. No, you won't get any grand, audible accolades, probably, or any kind, are ignored by people in power. And what I mean by that is political power, institutional power, because we are talking about free power, talking about you being yourself in the wholeness of your being and emanating light in the wholeness of your being. So it's very simple. What I'm asking you to do is just to remember to rise up, because I know all of you mean to, but it is about applying the will. It is about noticing, actually, when you fell down. It's about realizing about yourself in what way you lost your power. Did you give it away? Did it get kind of surreptitiously taken? When you feel depleted, can you let yourself rest so that you can come to understand yourself better? In this bringing of strength to your body, heart, and mind, you understand that the strength is love. That is the strength that you require to pass through all these portals of light that are presenting themselves to you. And then we had the final subject, which is that all throughout the generations, the ancestors both built strength and lost strength and built it again and lost it again. And there are many healing from the loss of their power in your bloodlines who benefit greatly when you come back with your willpower, when you stand up and you stand strong and you are determined not to be brought low by the negative inventions of disassociated beings who have separated themselves from the source divine. And as you know, the source of all strength in all the bodies is still from the source. Feel yourself connecting with every element of earth, of air, of fire, of water, and of course of ether. And feel into those centers, those elements within you. Feel the deep rootedness, the earth energy of your base chakra. Because you have to have a really strong foundation if you are going to build strength throughout your body, heart, and mind. Feel yourself very connected to the earth. Feel the strength and the power of the body of the earth beneath you, and feel yourself plugging into it with your roots. Earth. Coming to your sacral center, water. The flowing of the juices. The womb of the woman. The prostate of the man. The flowing of the life force. The waters. The powers. The strengths. Power of earth and now power of water. And coming to the solar plexus, the fire. The passion, the inspiration, the energy, the lifting energy. For wherever fire burns, the flames rise, the smoke rises. And feel how these elements, strong elements within you, also all relate to each other within themselves. And feel your humanity. Your physical body, heart, mind, nourished by these powerful centers, knowing that your allies, your guides, your helpers, and many beings of nature, when you open up, they come to bring balance. They come to empower, because as you are empowered by their connection, so they are empowered. Coming up to the heart and feeling the earth again. But also as you breathe, feeling the air. So now we have dual energies, air and earth, heart connection, green, nature, arms as branches of trees reaching out, and the air blowing through the leaves, drawn into your lungs, energizing your heart with oxygen, and sitting on top of fire, water, and earth, so strong. The foundations and the support, the strength for your heart. And as you come up into the head centers, you are aware of all the elements in all the centers. For here, in your higher self, you bring in the overlighting perception, the penetrating insight, and in all the ways that your expression can be of earth, air, fire, water, and relating to all the elements, so can your sight, your spiritual sight, be powered by all the elements of earth and air, of fire and water, and see into all the elements in the earth itself, air, fire, sun, water, and also into all those that you are able to work with and commune with. And opening your crown center now, a complete awareness of the ethers with all the elements below supporting and ready to take the command from the world of light and bring it into manifestation. The command that comes from your higher self that says, rise up and stay strong. My beautiful creation, I am here protecting you with all my light that I surround you with and embrace you with. You are my beloved, and I, your higher self, and one with the divine. I bring you my strength in order that you may feel at peace and at ease and rise up and breathe yourself up into your heart and let my energy pour into you to protect you with my vast strength and presence. And every day a little more, a little more. It is a habit-forming work where every day you are bringing affirmations, making statements of strength, of power and love, and of the power of love, and of the strength of love, and of the unity that love brings that makes more strength, and how love within the human heart makes the power of being, the strength upon the earth, and emanates that power of strength all around you, bringing you safety, bringing you blessings, bringing you abundance. And do it every day, imagining that you are strong, bringing your higher self in, talking to any aspects of you that feel a little tender, fragile, or weak, or afraid, or destabilized. And every day remember that you are the love. That love is the strongest energy. Love keeps you safe. Love is a quality of the soul and of deep soul awareness. And love is the one continuing strength that has flowed through you through all lives, through all times and places, and it is growing stronger every day. It is why you are here. And so we give thanks for your presence, for you to be here listening, opening your mind and heart, and simply being there, growing stronger through your attention and your focus and your consciousness. Because you are needed in the world, strong, present, loving, kind, compassionate. All these words are strengths in this world at this time. Blessings and peace, dear ones.
Blessings and peace.
And I want to also say another thing to you all about how to make yourself strong. For as you know, Chong Fu always brings through the wisdom from other realms, understanding that you are upon the earth, but you have access to all realms. And I speak particularly of the crystalline realms within the earth. And at this time, most especially of the Shungite realm. I know all of you are working with Shungite. And I'm hoping that you will all become excellent warriors of the light using the Shungite. Using it for yourself daily. And that you will come to understand how to teach others and to transmit your knowledge, as indeed Jerome and I and Amon Shongin and Amon Shongina, we have put the knowledge together for you so that you can grow strong every day and have practices that you can use that embellish your inner focus, that enable you to have a greater power of inner focus, a greater sensory connection with power, with the power that is in the earth and that is in your body and that the Shungite brings forward. It releases power from your body and brings it up into availability. It is in the core strength. You are made of earth, we can say. The Shungite is very resonant with your body, made based upon the carbon. It is very friendly to your body and in that way helps you to then open up to even greater powers as well for your higher self to connect through to the crystalline lights. So the Shungite is the friend of all crystals, the enhancer of all crystalline vibration, both within you and within the whole earth. And at this time of ascension, when consciousness is rising, this grounding crystal is helping you drain away old energies that hold you back from fully manifesting your primal strength that you need in order to ground the power of you, in order to interpret yourself into physical presence, in order for your energy to radiate and reach fully the hearts of all those you commune and communicate with. Because all of life is about, can you reach to the inner soul of your own being, bring all of that soul in, and can you reach out and expand and commune and be at one with the souls of others. So I bring you this reminder. And you can see here I have this wonderful piece of Shungite. It is a goddess presence. For me, it is the very essence of Amon Shungina, the feminine deity of the Shungite realms. She stands strong and proud, deep and powerful. So I bring you the blessing of Amon Shungina today for you to remember. She is a presence within that you can call upon. She works, of course, with the goddess presence of the Dark Mother in the places of difficulty and strain, of pain and stress. She comes like a soft balm, strong in your heart, strong in your belly. Feel her presence, beloved. And know that Jerome has created a most wonderful experience for you to dive deep into the Shungite realms, to really acquaint yourself with this kind of strength, to know it inside, to be able to call on it in an instant when you need that power. And day by day, as you build that strength, it becomes your own. Peace, beloved ones. Peace.
Peace. So yeah, I have we're about to put the link up for the new tie cutting course that Chung Fu has available. Sophie's just making the link for that, and we'll be putting that, as we have had requests for that, we'll be putting that link on the last lives. And on the live I've pinned at the top here on Facebook a link to the Crystalline Ascension course, where you can go deep with Chung Fu and really learn all about crystals. And yes, I'm very, very close to completing a very, very special Shungite course that has been nearly a 2-year journey of creating. And so if you'd like to know more about that, you can drop me an email at shungite61@gmail.com. That's SHUNGITE 61@gmail.com. You can also sign up to my list on my website, which is jrokka.com/join, where I'm going to be sending out some newsletters about the course and stuff like that. So yeah, so just seeing if there's any Q&A here, any questions. Cara Elder says, sending love to each of you, blessings Chung Fu, and thank you. Very special day here with you.
Great love, dear one. Peace.
Janet Bradley, blessings and peace to you, Chung Fu.
Great love.
Jenna, oh wow, what a revelation. That's nice.
Peace, beloved.
Rachel Disriver, blessings to you all. Many blessings.
Many blessings, dear one.
Jenna, such power and beauty emanating, very emotional, exquisite and beautiful. And Rachel Moya, hi guys, blessings. Question from Janet here. Bradley, my son Quinn, living in Israel, is reflecting back to us much negativity. Do you have any insight into the root of this issue? It pains my heart. Thank you, Chung Fu.
It is a heavy energy in that country, dear one, at the present time. It is the focus of much negativity, and especially the young people, they're finding it very hard there to stay positive. The best thing really is to do the Ho'oponopono with your son and understand, he's not, he's not lying. It is very hard there. And so he does his best, and that is probably, the best gift that you can give to him is send him the love and the prayer that is the Ho'oponopono, And you can use Jerome's wonderful long track and just let it run and dedicate it to your son and call the spirits in for him, because he does really need some assistance on the inside. So never underestimate the powers of angels, beloved. Send them to him. Peace.
Yeah, I will pop the 10-minute Ho'oponopono prayer that I've made. I've made 3 different lengths. I've made a 10-minute one, a 1-hour one, and then there's an 8-hour sleep track one. So I'll pop that in the reply to you, Janet. I'm sure you've already got access to that, but I'll share that again anyway. Okay, just looking here. Charlotte Daya. Blessings, beloved Chongfu and family. Could you please speak a little about differentiating between intuition and fear? Thank you.
Well, intuition can lead you to a healthy fear. But fear that is not, in that sense, linked to intuition is often of a nervous disorder. It is a reactive type of fear. It is like a psychic, a picking up from the atmosphere, something almost like an infection of a vibrational transmission. So if in your intuition you're very centered and you have a sense, I'm a little, I've got a no on this. I've got no, it's dangerous. I'm not exactly afraid, but if I didn't follow my intuition, I might be. That my intuition, in a way, is bringing me that feeling that I should be kind of respectfully afraid of this because it's not safe. And that is different to and being stimulated into an unconscious fear by an event that is random and not in your control. With intuition, you're present. You are in your control. You're in your body. That's the difference. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Let's see if there's any more questions here. Reiki Jules, thank you, Jungfu. Okay, just checking here. Alexandra Steed, my digestion is in a very delicate state, and I am eating only potatoes. I'm not sure if this is helping me, but it is all I can think of to be gentle on my intestines. Can you speak to the connections between eating only root vegetables and my root center, as I believe there is a connection here for me?
Yes, I certainly can see that discomfort, beloved. And can you tell me the name of the beloved again?
Alexandra Steed.
Thank you. And what it really is you need to stay quite mobile and flexible and not just stay eating one thing unless you really are comfortable. Keep monitoring your body. Really what's happening is it's a soothingness that the potatoes are very bland, they're very simple food. And at the moment, that's fine. But if you carried on too long with that, it might get a little, it might not remain comfortable. So feel inside yourself, breathe in, and really ask your body, and listen well to what your body needs. It might not be possible at this time for you, in fact, to have what you need. but your body will tell you. It will give you images. It will give you a sense of foods that can bring you the vitamins and minerals that you need, because that is very important, that you don't demineralize and devitaminize your body through lack of variety of the foods that bring you the nutrients you need. When the digestion goes like that and it feels really quite difficult to digest food, it is always to do with receiving, obviously, receiving energy, receiving love, finding it hard to actually open up and absorb the love, receive it, know that it's there. Perhaps it isn't there. Or perhaps what you're receiving isn't love. Consider, as you look over yourself with that higher self perspective, ask yourself that question. Am I receiving everything I need emotionally, mentally, inspirationally, and spiritually? Or is something jarring a bit within my reality? Are there other people's beliefs pressurizing me, pushing in on me, that I can't digest, that I can't really accept? Because it is always a message from the soul, that which occurs in the body. The soul uses every possible method to get it through to you what the needs are for your soul's evolution, for you to heal from past lives, similar types of experience. When you feel into what is around you, can you absorb it? Do you like it? Or does it feel bad for you and you can't digest it, you can't receive it? Think within your own being. Look after yourself. Look over yourself. Monitor and love yourself. And speak to your inner child. Are you feeling nurtured? Are you feeling safe, held and loved? I think there's a lot of unsafety and disturbance for you at the moment. Consider what that might be and whether you can change it. Because as you get more relaxed and more accepting, your digestion will definitely improve. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Rachel de Schrijver. A small question for the small country, Belgium, I live in. The awakening goes very slowly here. Is there any reason in the roots of our country's history that causes it and can be healed?
Well, there are many roots in that sense. What we can say is that this country always felt it has to kind of follow other countries, if you like. It's never really stood up in its own sovereignty, as you might say. And so, when it does stand up in its own sovereignty, it's quite defensive, and there is a kind of a fear underrunning everything. And so this country is evolving its individuality, its nature, its character. And in these times that you are in, there is an opportunity for that, but it has not really been taken up. And the people, of course, they kind of follow the herd, if you like. It's happening, in fact, in every country. It is what you are seeing. We do not see that it is not waking up at all. But yes, it is perhaps a little slow, but not the slowest country in the world, dear one. What can you do to change it? Well, it is literally a matter of numbers, that as people awaken, as they stand up, as they speak out, as they become courageous and strong, as we have been talking about today, inside even, forming inner connections with people and groups, and they're stretching, those connections so that they reach more people in your country. That is really how it has to be, because the awakening does happen one at a time. And it can seem that it's not happening, and then suddenly you realize there are more people than you think. I think that inside the population, from what I'm seeing, there are a lot of awake people, but there are not a lot of courageous people. And that is the difference. So they're awake, but waiting for a leader, if you like, that is going to help them or lead them into a new paradigm. Instead of, for example, here, where there are a lot of beings determined that they're going to lead themselves to a new paradigm. They're going to get up and say no. But even so, there need to be about 3 times as many people, but it's a very good start. As countries in the world turn around and realize what's happened, you will find that Belgium will follow suit. I'm sure it is hard, though, until then. Just keep knowing your rights, knowing the true law, and keep walking with your head held high and your heart breathing strongly into the freedom of the truth of your being. Peace.
Peace. I think that's it, Chongfu.
Good. Well done, everybody. You're obviously all doing so well now, because it is a stamina that is required at this time, which is why I bring forward this subject of rising up inside you every day, like the sun, lifting yourself up wherever you find yourself when you've been in the dream time, which is quite full of a lot of distress. And of course, you're bound to feel that. Just remember, yes, that's true, and I'm not going to suppress the grief. I'm not going to pretend it's not there. But I am going to purposely rise up inside myself and remember my power to create strength in my human, physical, emotional, mental self. That I draw that strength up inside me. I send my roots down and I feel the earth below me. I open my arms and I feel that I am receiving the heavenly light. I bring the power into my being, that I may walk forward every day and know that I am protected, nurtured, taken care of, kept safe. I know that I repeat these mantras because I am creating this safety, this strength, this invulnerability. And really feel inside yourself that truth. It is yours to create. There is no one else who can manufacture strength within you. There's no one else who can change your mind, only you. It's so interesting that the way humanity has been drawn out of those powers of focus, of inner attention, the ability to really recognize the truth that you are made of lights, that you are connected to the divine. So interesting how even within religions, oftentimes that power is taken away from the people. It's almost as though their power is offered in deference to a priest or somebody who is delivering the power. Yet the truth is that you are delivering the power. You are giving it to that one who is holding the ceremony. You are the power. And every true channel, priest, medium, vessel knows and feels and senses how God and Goddess are inside the people. That you are the strength. It is within you. However, you need to will it into presence. You have to bring it forward. And that requires your imagination. Your will, your decision, and your application, enacting it. Sometimes at first the strength that you are invoking will almost create or seem to create the opposite as the weaknesses show or the argument against it shows. I can't be strong because I got a bad leg. Well, no, it's not that kind of strength, beloved. You can have a bad leg and be very, very spiritually strong. And that will, of course, make your leg heal quicker. Everything comes from within. So as you think about yourself and your life, beloved ones, breathe in. Expand your heart center. Breathe out and let go of fears and pains and any negativity at all, or just let the breath go and then breathe in again. Filling up your heart, filling up your lungs, and hold your vision of the beautiful world you are creating right now. A world of love and peace and joy, of sharing and cooperation and unity, of compassion and kindness and healing. A world of abundance, of all that you need. A world of magic. And open your hearts wide, wide open to receive that magic into your being, into your heart, into your body. With every breath, see your heart center getting really strong, as though you would take some of the red from the root, bring it into the pink and the green and the gold, until you have a rainbow heart of many colors. And every color represents a quality, a gift that belongs to your heart, given from the source of all love that pours into you from the divine heart. And with this strength within you now, visualize and imagine the next few days of your life, where you are full of strength and joy, of peace, emanations of love and kindness and compassion. Feel yourself smiling. And bringing this strength into the days, into everything you are doing. Noticing the confidence that strength brings you in your heart and the trust of yourself. And with each step that you go forward in your life, bring more in and more in, and fill up and become a vessel, a channel through which this strength may pass, through your heart, through your belly, through your thoughts and your perceptions, through your speech and your sharing. Through your oversight, your insight, your overseeing of your own being, and the holding of yourself in the divine eye with compassion and love. For I am the living spirit within, resonates within you. I am the living embodiment of my higher self. I am strong and resilient, full of love, radiating. My heart is open and flowing the love through me. My love is creating strength, creating visions strongly. I see the visions on my creation canvas, that which I wish to create with others in synchronicity and harmony, in collaboration and cooperation, in the oneness and unity. And see across the earth centers everywhere arising, light centers, where there is beauty and truth, peace and love and harmony, where there are gardens, where there is food, where there are gatherings, where there is music, where there is the lifting up of the human soul, held in love and in divine honor, assisting people to bring all the colors of their soul in and to dance upon the earth in the full authenticity and in the strength of their soul's presence. And I give thanks for my life, for all that I am learning, for all the journeys of discovery, for all the healing, for all the chances for transformation and rebirth. I give thanks. And feeling yourself, that you have risen right up and you are overlooking out onto the earth. And see in your mind's eye where you wish to contribute, be a part of, connect, build strength, build community, build connection. Feel the people with whom you are already connected and those who will come forward as you walk into your strong vision and become co-creator of the new earth. Blessings and peace to you all, and great love.
Blessings and peace. Thank you, Jennifer.
Blessings and peace. tare tori swaha Om Tara Tu Tare Turi Swaha Om Tara Tu Tare Turi Swaha
See you next Tuesday at 5 p.m. UK time. Blessings and love.